London is a regional center of healthcare and education. The city hosts several musical and artistic exhibits and festivals, which contribute to its tourism industry. Welcome back to this episode of Jaunting Around. We've currently arrived at our first destination in London, Ontario, at the Fanshawe Pioneer Village and Conservation Area. We're currently outside of London's Grand Theatre. Come on inside and let's go check it out.
Grand Theatre is a regional theatre right here in London, Ontario. We were established in 1901 by a man named Ambrose Small. Ambrose is fairly notorious in Canadian theatre history. He established many theatres in Ontario, but was kind of an interesting, nasty character. The Grand was known as one of his favourite theatres. In 1919, however, Ambrose sold all of his theatres in Ontario for a historic sum, and he disappeared the next day. So he is a very polarizing, interesting, exciting character, so much so that we actually wrote a play about him, which had its world premiere actually in this season, called Grand Ghost. So since the Grand was established back in 1901, it's gone through many iterations of the kind of productions it's put on its stages, from community productions to traveling productions to cinematic productions. It's gone through the full gamut of it. But it has always had a proud home here in London, Ontario, and it's always been very proud of its roots here. We've had many famous Canadian and international actors come to our stages, like Victor Garber, Sandra Oh, Martha Henry, just to name a few. Incredible actors who have made huge performances here, who have sold out crowds absolutely in the last 100 years. I know that a lot of people sometimes think of us as a small town, but there's so much to offer in London. So we are, something that a lot of people don't know is that we are a UNESCO City of Music, and we are the first and only in Canada, which is an amazing accomplishment. We also have some amazing restaurants, especially down here on Richmond Row, where the Grand is located, right in the heart of downtown London. We also have so many great parks and green spaces. We are the Forest City.
I'm currently outside of the Covent Garden Market. Let's go inside and see if we can talk with some of the locals.
This is a local market combined from different types of shops. There's a couple of flower shops. I'm one of them. There's some gift shops. We have lots of great food vendors that make food from scratch. So it's a wonderful place to come and get lunch. The city of London is a very nice city. For one, it's not as big as Toronto, so there are lots of pros when it comes to living in a city size such as London. So number one, its size. So getting to and from different areas in the city is not a huge deal. And there's not a whole lot of traffic going on. So in Toronto, it's very difficult sometimes in a rush hour. It takes a long time to get from A to B. In London, it's very simple. Within half an hour to 40 minutes, you can pretty much get from one end of the city to the other within that time frame, even in rush hour. Number two is living. Living is not very expensive in London. So in comparison to other cities throughout Canada, We're actually still considered an affordable city to live. And it being not a very big city, it's also a really nice community.
Saving the best for last, we're currently outside of Heroes in Comics, so let's go inside and see what amazing things they have to offer.
Hi, welcome to Heroes Comics in downtown London, Ontario. We are a large bricks and mortar store specializing in comic books, toys, collectibles, and all things sort of pop culture. The biggest collection we have here is us. We are constantly buying and selling comics, but we're bringing in both new and used and clearing out estates and large collections. But in terms of southwestern Ontario, probably Ontario and perhaps Canada, this is about the biggest concentration of comics in one place anywhere, I would say. We really look at ourselves as sort of a prime spot to introduce people to all things comic books and all that spins out of that, whether it's the great movies, TV shows, video games, but really just a mecca or a church of pop culture, if you will. One, if you're a comic fan and you're in the vicinity, this is the place to come. And while you're here, London is a great city. I mean, we are the bigger city directly between Detroit and Toronto. We're sort of that stop-off hub, so we really have a lot to offer in sort of the middle of a lot of other great things. It's a good stop-off, and it's a great city to come visit on.
Thank you for tuning in on Jaunting Around. We hope you liked the episode, and we'll see you next time.